Hey guys! So I feel like I have been waiting for the mailman all day because I knew my Boxycharm was coming. So I've been subscribed to Boxycharm for a while now, and I honestly don't know how I've managed to go this long without talking about it on my channel. This is a really excellent subscription box. You get 4 to 5 full-size products every month. It costs about $21. You have sort of a little bit of variation if you pay like for 6 months or 3 months up front versus paying monthly, but about $21 a month and 4 to 5 full-size products. Usually your box's value is over $100. It's kind of ridiculous. So I definitely have been enjoying this, and I really wanted to show you guys the products I was getting in this month's box because they are awesome. And on top of that, I thought I would take things one step further, and as you can tell, my makeup looks a little unfinished today, and that's because we're going to be trying out the products in this box, and then I'm going to do a check-in later today and let you know how they actually wore. Before we dive into what's in this box, I just want to say hello and welcome to any of you who are new to my channel. My name is Lauren, and I'm so happy you decided to click on this video and come hang out and chat about beauty with me. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. I hope you'll subscribe, stick around, come back next week to see more fun beauty stuff. And in the meantime, let's see what's in my Boxycharm. So the first product in here is from Bare Minerals. So this is a really nice high-end, kind of expensive brand. So the fact that Boxycharm is including Bare Minerals, that is pretty sweet in my book. This is the Invisible Light Translucent Powder Duo. And actually, I do remember seeing this in the store and at Sephora several times and being really curious about it. So I'm so glad that I actually get the chance to try it out for real. So this is what it looks like out of the packaging. Let me take the little thingy out of here. So you get 2 powders in here. One is a matte finishing powder and one is a glow finishing powder. And this reminds me a lot of the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. It has a very similar looking texture. It has like a very microfine sheen to it, but not glitter. And it's got sort of a marbled effect with like a white powder and a champagne colored powder. So super, super pretty here. Now, according to my handy little product card, this says it is a silky and ultra-fine combination of setting powder and finishing powder, instantly vanishing on all skin tones. Enjoy an even, long-lasting, natural-looking luminous complexion. I can talk. And this retails for $32, which is pretty amazing. So there's some little tips in here on how to use this, and it says to start by applying the matte powder to control oil and minimize pores, and then apply the glow to achieve a subtle lit from within highlight. Continue applying to achieve your desired glow. Sweet. So I am going to grab a little powder brush here. We're going to go into the matte side, and I'm just going to dust this over my oily areas because I have very oily skin. Now, from just a quick first look, I do definitely feel like that mattified my skin pretty well. It did emphasize the texture of my pores just a little bit, I think, so we'll see how that goes. But it doesn't look like it's changed the color of my foundation at all, which is nice. So then I'm going to go into the glow side over here. I'm going to use a little highlighting brush, and I'm just going to use this to top off my highlight and see kind of what effect that gives me. So on its own, I feel like this does add a very soft radiance to the skin. I don't think I would apply this necessarily all over my face, or certainly not under my eyes, because I think it would add a little bit too much glow. But just as sort of like a nice subtle sheen on the skin, I think it's really pretty. If you're someone that likes a very natural highlight, I think you could wear the glow side of this all by itself. But it really did kick up the intensity of my highlight when I applied it on top of it. Moving along, the next product I have in here is a brow product from the brand Winky Lux. Definitely excited to do my brows, because I feel like whenever my brows are not done, my whole face just feels like it's just not put together, even if I'm wearing very minimal makeup. So really excited to try this out. Now this says this is the Unibrow Universal Eyebrow Pencil. It is one brow pencil to rule them all. Simplify your brow game with this 2-step pencil. Its firm texture gives you maximum control so anyone can be a brow boss. And this retails for $12. Having a really hard time talking today, guys. It's a little bit of a struggle. So this has got a sort of triangular tip, and it has like a curved edge on one side. It's really more of like a teardrop shape, which is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a brow pencil quite like this. And the opposite side, you kind of gotta pull hard, has a spoolie. So I'm gonna start, let's brush these brow hairs into some semblance of order here and start filling them in. I do like that the sort of sharp edge allows you to create a nice fine line, and then you can kind of turn the pencil to really like fill in larger areas more quickly, so that's nice. Now I have pretty dark brows and I feel like this color is not bad for me, but I feel like if you had really light hair, you'd have to be very careful with this not to go overboard, because I feel like it does keep on quite a bit of pigmentation. All right, so brows are on. I feel like that went on relatively quick and painlessly, so good first impressions for me. We'll see how well this actually holds up throughout the day. And now this is perhaps the thing I'm most excited about from this box. It is an exclusive eyeshadow palette with the brand Blink. This is their Electric Eyes palette, and it has 5 gorgeous metallic eyeshadow shades. How stunning do these look? Now I've seen people swatch this palette and it just looked incredible. I'm just gonna give you guys a little taste. Oh my god, these feel like almost wet. They are so foiled. Let's do a swatch. That, oh god, is crumbly. Needless to say, really easy to pick up that product. Really great pigmentation. Let's try this little, oh my god. What? And this cranberry shade here just looks incredible. Look at that, guys. I just feel like that is some serious eyeshadow right there. They are not messing around. And these feel so buttery and like slippery. I think that they're going to be incredible on the eyes. So, oh my god, I cannot wait. Cannot wait to play with this. Now, because these shadows are so intense and foiled and metallic, I think I'm gonna go in with some matte shades just to create a little bit of transition in my crease and not just use these as the only thing on my eyes. I'm gonna use my Lorac Pro 3 palette. I haven't touched this in a while, and it has some really beautiful and neutral matte shades all here in this top row. So I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy crease brush. I think I wanna use the shade, what do I want to do? I think I'm gonna use the shade here, Cool Taupe, in my crease to start. And then I think I'm gonna mix Blanc and Canvas here just to create a little bit of a highlight shade right underneath my brow, just to kind of soften out that edge. All right, now that I got a little something going on, let's go back to this Blink palette here. I don't even know where to start. This thing is just so fantastically gorgeous. I want to like use it all. But I think I'm going to start with this middle shade here, and I'm just going to use my finger to apply this, because honestly these seem like the kinds of shadows that will go on really easily with your fingers. So I'm just going to apply this all over the lid. Dang. That is pretty AF. Wow. That went on so easy and so pigmented. Holy cow. Look, I don't even have to re-dip, and like I can almost completely cover my other eye. That's nuts. Wow. Wow. I don't think I've ever tried a product from Blink before. I don't even know if I've heard anything about their eyeshadows, but this formula is insane. Out of curiosity, I don't even know how this will go with the brush, but I'm gonna grab a little bit of this darker shade here with this fluffy crease brush and buff this into the lower part of the crease and see how that goes. All right, just for funsies, I'm gonna take this cranberry shade on a sort of smudgy brush here, and I'm just going to apply this right to the outer corner of the eye, just add a little bit of depth and color. I think I want to take some of this bronzy shade on the end here, underneath the lower lash line, smoke it out a little bit. All right, and as a last step, I'm going to take this highlighting shade here on a tiny little lip brush, actually, and I'm going to just apply this to the inner corner of my eyes. All right, so I'm just going to finish this look up with a little bit of liner, lashes, all that good stuff, and I'll be right back. All I can say is wow. Wow. Those eyeshadows are insane. They are so pigmented and foiled, and there's like no fallout. I have like no glitter or anything like that on my face. They are just freaking insane. Now, it says this Electric Eyes palette retails for $45. So for 5 shades, that's a lot of money. but they are insane quality-wise. I feel like this is definitely on par with, or even better than, a lot of high-end eyeshadows I've tried. So definitely curious to see how well this wears and lasts on my lids. Now, the next product that I have in my Boxycharm here is a lippy from ColourPop, which is very exciting. I don't actually have a lot of these. I think I only have one, so really excited to add another to my collection. This is the Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Beeper. So this is what it looks like. Really beautiful nude. I've heard a lot about this shade and I've never tried it, so I'm really excited to see how this wears on my lips. These retail for $5? $6. So the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lips are $6, very affordable, and it says this thin, lightweight formula smoothly glides on the lips, leaving super intense pigment with a bold, ultra matte look. It's very long lasting, 100% kiss proof, so it shouldn't transfer, which is great. Now, I did prep my lips with a little bit of balm earlier, but I've wiped most of that off, so hopefully that should not interfere with the liquid lipstick. I feel like it's going on darker than I thought that it was going to, or from the way that it looks in the tube, definitely. It's still pretty though. So this may be a little bit deeper and a little bit more cool tone than what I would normally wear with this bold of an eye, but it still is a really pretty color, and I'm definitely interested to see in the wear test how well this holds up. And then the final product in my Boxycharm this month is a Project Beauty Spray Set Go Makeup Setting Spray. Love setting spray. I was gonna say I can never have too much, but let's be serious, I probably have a little bit too much. I have a lot of options in my collection right now, but I'm really curious to see how this one works. This says it retails for $32. That's quite pricey, it's up there. And it says, keep your makeup fresh all day long, just spray, set, and go. You've got this, gorgeous. Thank you. If I'm remembering correctly, I think I've been sent a hair product from Project Beauty before, but never any makeup, so I'm really curious to see how this works out. It's a nice frosted plastic bottle, so it should be pretty travel friendly, won't break easily. So yeah, let's see how the mister, because really this is the thing about setting sprays, it's how fine is the mist, or just like squirt at your face. Let's see how this, let's give it a test spray before I, oh god, okay. All right, the first spray was a little scary, but now it seems like it might be a little bit better. All right. All right, so you definitely need to like hold this baby far away because this is a very wet mist. It is not quite as fine as some other ones that I've tried, so it drenches you a little bit. I feel like I'm tasting it in the air also, just weird. Not horrible though, which is good. So I am seeing some small water droplets on my skin. Hopefully that won't leave any weird spots on my makeup. But I do feel like overall this did sort of melt my makeup into my skin nicely, and it does feel like it's melding pretty well. Doesn't have much of a scent, which is nice, so if you're sensitive to fragrances, it doesn't seem like this has any fragrance in it. But yeah, hopefully this will help my makeup hold itself up all day long. So those were all the products in my Boxycharm this month. I am really digging how this look came out. It is hella glam though. I definitely do not have anywhere to go today that is appropriate for this face of makeup, but that's all right. So my Fitbit says it is 2:37 right now, so I am going to keep this makeup on all day long, and I will check back in with you guys at the end of the day, and we'll see how well everything held up. All right, so it is now 10 o'clock at night. I am so exhausted. I cannot wait to take my makeup off and get in my pajamas and go to bed because I am just completely wiped. I was just on a coach call for the last hour and a half with my peer special interest group, so I am a little like, my brain is just sort of kind of checked out, ready to just veg, relax. But before I can do any of that, I need to give you guys an update on this makeup. So, taking a look at things, the first thing I will say immediately off the bat, I am so shiny. I need to powder. Well, I would need to wash my face is what I really need to do. But if I wasn't about to wash my face, I would need to powder real bad. And I have very, very oily skin. I did not use a mattifying primer or anything like that today. I did use a mattifying foundation, and we did powder with that Bare Minerals powder. And I feel like I was pretty matte for a while, but it has been what? Almost 8 hours now. So it definitely is not apparently mattifying enough to control my level of shine for that long. Now, I also am not sure if this has to do with the setting spray, because the setting spray wasn't super mattifying. It definitely does give your skin a nice natural look. So it is possible that that is why I am extra dewy. So I'll be curious to try the powder again without the setting spray to see if there's any difference. Now, as for my eyebrows, they look like they are holding up pretty darn good. I do not see much smudging. Everything looks like it stayed in place really nicely. It hasn't faded, so I'm really happy with that. Also, this eyeshadow though is gorgeous, and it is still looking very bright, metallic, intense. It really hasn't faded much at all, which is super nice. Definitely really pleased with that. That is by far one of the best things I've ever gotten in a Boxycharm ever. And then this ColourPop lip situation. So now this said it was transfer resistant. No, not transfer resistant. I was drinking water from my Nalgene. There was lipstick all over my Nalgene bottle. I did have dinner, and I feel like I've smudged lipstick underneath my lip hair. It's looking a little crazy. Now, pigmentation wise, I will say the color is held up really well. Like, my lips definitely still have quite a bit of product on them. I just definitely noticed that it smeared and smudged quite easily, so something to keep in mind. My lips also feel pretty dry. I'm definitely going to have to hydrate them real good, exfoliate tonight after I take this off. Now, this is the Ultra Matte Lip formula, so it is the most drying formula from ColourPop, so kind of to be expected. But as far as liquid lipsticks go, this one is a little bit more drying than some other ones I've tried. So that's everything I have to say about this month's Boxycharm. Definitely was an amazing value. Between that Bare Minerals product and that Blink eyeshadow palette, you definitely got your $21 worth, and that is for sure. And all in all, I am pretty impressed with how these products held up over an entire day. Definitely looking forward to using them again, testing them out some more, and I'm sure if I really love them, you'll see them in a favorites video at some point in the future. If you enjoyed this unboxing slash try-on slash makeup tested kind of video, definitely give this one a thumbs up. I really appreciate your support. And again, remember, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe before you go if you want to be kept in the loop when I'm posting new content. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So I am going to take all this off my face. I'm gonna go get cozy, go get my beauty sleep on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.